Hi, I'm Karin. Welcome to Violin Meditation. In this episode, we will focus on pretending to hold the violin. So, hopefully you have your handy-dandy pencil here, and I would like you to make that beautiful bow hold. Okay, and we'll place that down. Now with our left arm, we're going to bring it up, elbow bent slightly, right? Arm extended out a little bit, fingers rounded, touching your thumb to your middle finger. No real bend in the wrist, just pretty well straight with the forearm. And just out to the left a little bit. So not right in front of your nose, just out a little bit to the left. So that's our imaginary violin. Now, with your right arm, I want you to bring up your bow, and you'll place it just in front of your nose. About 6 inches or a little more. And there is our violin hold and our bow sitting on the imaginary D string. And now we're going to draw the bow arm out. So extend your forearm out. And just before the elbow wants to straighten out, to stop just before. You always want to keep a little bit of a bend in your arm. Shoulders relaxed. And now we're going to bring the arm back in. Now there is a slight bend with the wrist, but keeping everything pretty well parallel with the floor, not going higher or lower with your elbow. Just try to keep it at that same height. So you don't want it up too high and you don't want it down too low. Just keep it as straight of a line parallel with the floor. It's just a good practice right there. So when you come up close to your nose, that your wrist is close to your nose, you do bend your wrist a little bit towards your nose. And then when you draw your arm out, there's a straight line, and now there's a bend again in the wrist. So that the fingers are pointing towards you, like they don't want to leave your hand. They just want to come back. And here they come back straight. Just a little bit, just to sense the wrist movement. Again, nothing too big. Never a big movement. Just sense the arm opening and closing. And that movement. So again, it's always very steady and very even. Okay, now we're going to bring the arm down, both of them. Roll your shoulders back and down, up, back, down, up, back, down. And you repeat this again as many times as you want. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll feel when you're holding the instrument. So left arm up. There's that bend here. Round. Like as if you're holding a cylinder. Okay, move slightly to the left, just a little bit. And now get your bow arm ready. Get your fingers on your pencil there. Okay, and we bring it up and we land it on our imaginary string there. So again, pretty close to your nose. Okay, so you see that there's a slight bend in the wrist out, right? Like there's that slight bend right there. Now you're going to draw your forearm out. You want to open the arm up. Open the arm up. This is where it can feel uncomfortable when you're holding the instrument, and that's the part where you have to push out. Now bring it back. Now bring your forearm back and your elbow like that. Here we go. And back out. So the upper arm does stop right about there, and then the forearm has to open. Now bring it back. The forearm is coming along, and now the elbow, and you can kind of feel it in the upper arm a bit. So upper arm, elbow, forearm, bending of the wrist. Wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and there's that bend in the wrist. And open. See how the upper arm, it does stop. It doesn't continue. You want your elbow so that you can see it out of the corner of your eye. You can see it there, right? The elbow, you can see it. There we go. We close. And we open. So this hand will always be, when it comes back, it's lined up just above the elbow of the left, right there. Okay, and when it's fully extended, there's still a little bend in the elbow, but this elbow is not over here. It is right here, so I can still see it. You can still see it. That's what's important. So we close and we open. See that hand where, watch your hand. Where does it land? Is it over? Can I see it right there? Right there. And draw it back in. Good. Whew. And we breathe. Roll the shoulders. There we go. That's a good exercise. And work it with your imaginary violin and your pencil. So the next episode, we're going to add the violin and the bow. But again, if you don't have one yet, please join us. And you can continue on with the way we did it now. So thanks for joining. See you in the next episode.